Hi there, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of NECA Live. I know it has been a little while since we all joined together here live since, let's face it, we've been back face to face in person at countless incredible NECA events all across the year and all across the country. But we thought now was the perfect time to come back and say hello as we hurtle towards our convention. Let us know inside the chat your name, your organization, and where you're coming from. We've got tons of comments already. Jeremy Brown is there. Tracy Devereaux is there. Lots of great comments coming in. And if you're here watching us live and don't see a colleague, tag them immediately in the comments and they can come join the fun. But now that you're here and I'm here, I think we should start the show. As I mentioned, my name is David Mead. If we haven't met before, welcome here to the NECA LinkedIn and YouTube page. This is a really special NECA Live. We're going to be talking about all of the things that are happening across NECA, but in particular, we couldn't think of a better time to tell you about our upcoming NECA convention and trade show in Philadelphia. Now, before we jump into it, I know that you'll have lots of questions about registration, and I want to remind you that just because you're listening live right now doesn't mean that this interview disappears when we hit stop. All of this valuable information is being recorded and will be published tomorrow as part of the NECA podcast network. So if you hear something that interests you, we encourage you to please share with your colleagues across the business and across your industry. And of course, as I said, today's show is all about this year's NECA convention and trade show. It's happening September 29th to October 2nd in the wonderful, wonderful city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. NECA Philly 2023 has got record-breaking numbers of exhibitors. You will hear all of the great innovations on that trade show floor. That's 350 participants, more in fact, if I'm honest. And there are even more educational sessions that will help you plan, not just for today in your business, but in the future as well. And you know, this is not a NECA event unless we have got some superb networking opportunities to help promote industry exposure and drive your professional development more than ever before. It is no wonder why interest and excitement have been absolutely through the roof. I look forward to this event every single year. I genuinely love coming together with the NECA family, so I cannot wait to see. And if you are wondering when and how you register, well, the answer is you can do it right now and you can do it down here. Go to necaconvention.org and you can get all of the information that you need. Make sure that you don't miss out on the #1 event for the electrical construction industry. So why would you register for NECA Philly 2023? Well, I have got 3 rock star guests with me today that will help answer not only that question, but many more as well. Please join me in welcoming NECA's Senior Vice President of Education, Events and Partnership, Pete Mastrorocco, along with Executive Director of Sales and Partnerships, Beth Ellis, and Executive Director of... I'm the only one that's not an executive here. I would like an executive title, please, if we could organize that. I'm going to print one out for my office door immediately. Executive Director of Education, Stephanie Adamek, to discuss the event and all of the exciting things around it. It is wonderful to have you all here. Beth, we're going to start with you, if that's okay. Now, I know that the patterns and the plans, Beth, are a little bit different this year. We've got lots of big, exciting things and plans. Tell me, what can we expect to see on the trade show floor?
Changed. It's a Saturday, Sunday, Monday show. So this will get everybody a chance to come in for the weekend and take advantage of going to the largest NECA show we have ever had. I'm so excited. In all my years NECA, I've never seen a show this big. We have over 350 exhibitors and counting. So when it's all said and done, I expect we'll have a lot more than 350. We have so many exciting things on the show floor. It's like a one-stop shop. You can certainly go there and spend the day with us on Saturday, opening at 11:30 and all day until 5 o'clock. You can go to education on the trade show floor. We have podcasts. We have our sports zone. So all of you that love to watch football will be able to play collegiate football on Saturday and Sunday NFL. So you get to see those games as you're talking to all the wonderful exhibitors on the show floor. You can stop by if you and take a rest at our Songbird Cafe. We have there's something for everyone. But our Showstopper Showcase continues to grow every year, and that's a wonderful way to kick it all off. That opens an hour before the show opens, so you have a chance to really see the latest and greatest products and really touch them, feel them, read about them, and then walk on the show floor when the show floor opens and talk to the exhibitor one-on-one. So it gives everybody the opportunity to see so many different products. And I will tell you, it's the only chance you'll have to come to the largest electrical show in North America. And when it's in your neighborhood, take full advantage. We have coupons that we can give you for day passes to come in and see everything.
Yeah, and the truth is, anyone, if you haven't been on the trade show floor before, and at this point, who on earth hasn't, I think what my favourite part about it, Beth, is it is such a mix of those industry stalwarts, the big names that we have known for generations who are leading lights, who are constantly investing, those big brands, those big organisations, those suppliers, but also there are amazing suppliers who are brand new to the industry, working on exciting innovations, bringing their ideas to life. They're the smaller booths, but they have really big ideas.
Yeah, it's really exciting. This year we're bringing something we've never done before. We're going to have a booth display award winner. So all the exhibitors who display their booths have a chance to win a special award. So we'll have different categories for that taking place. This is something we've talked about for years, and it's going to happen this year. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see that in action.
Superb. I will make sure that I'm there. And of course, I know, Pete, this would not be a NECA event if there wasn't an amazing opening and closing reception, if there wasn't a phenomenal party. Word on the street is some people only come for the parties, Pete, but there's lots of other things as well. What can we expect at our opening and closing in Philly?
So you're right, David. I think we've become synonymous with some of the best opening and closing receptions in the industry, and this year will be no exception. In fact, we're doing the first time ever. We're doing our opening at an NFL stadium. So Lincoln Financial Field is the home of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you'll enjoy access to so many different venues inside of the stadium itself. Really just a great spot to host a party. There's so much to do inside that stadium. We'll have even access to the team locker room. So that'll be a special treat, especially for Philadelphia Eagle fans. But if you're not an Eagles fan, and obviously many won't be, feel free to show your hometown pride, wear your own favorite NFL sports jersey to show your own hometown team. Many of the attendees will get to take pictures with the Vince Lombardi trophy that's in the locker room. Additionally, as always, you'll be treated to great food and drink and entertainment. Milwaukee Tool Shed Band will be a key part of the opening as it always is. And then for closing reception, we've got another great event planned. Will be taking place at the Fillmore in Philadelphia, obviously, and we will enjoy the music of the iconic rock band from the 80s, REO Speedway. So again, guests will be treated to great food and great drink, and we'll be able to dance the night away to REO Speedwagon and close out the 2023 convention in absolute high style.
That will be incredible. I am impressed to see that you have negotiated that people can wear other team tops and team jerseys to the pitch. I'm impressed that security will allow it, Pete.
Not me, we have to.
We've got loads of great comments.
Beth Ellis all the credit and creativity for allowing people to wear their hometown jerseys. But I can't promise you won't be thrown out, David.
I can assure you, in Ireland, We have had riots and wars caused by far less than wearing team jerseys to the wrong pitch, I can assure you. But of course, Stephanie, we know that convention is always known for the phenomenal education, not just teaching organizations the skills that they need today, but the foundations that will help them build bigger, safer, and better businesses in the future. And there's somewhere in the is it 80 educational sessions? How on earth do you plan all this?
It's just over 80 over the course of the convention, so it's a lot, but it allows us to have something for everyone, no matter if they're apprentices just starting off or they're executives in their company. And so we're very excited about the scope of education we were able to have. And so there's a lot of different types of sessions, a lot of things that are going on. For those that are participating in the full convention, our convention education sessions have topics such as cybersecurity and contract clauses and building business relationships and mental health and innovation and succession planning, everything you need when you're part of an electrical contracting business. We're very excited about that. So you find something every morning as we kick off the convention for you. And then on the show floor, Beth mentioned education sessions. We're very excited by the education we have running all day, every day on the show floor. And that's open to all trade show attendees. Everyone who's coming in on a day pass or just coming to the trade show or participating in the entire convention, they'll have access to these wonderful sessions on leadership, and we're going to be talking about recruitment and building trust and coping with stress, just tons of different issues. We're talking about technology and EV charging and BIM and the updated 70E standard and just so many different areas there. But then we're also looking at solutions for contractors for everyday problems that they have. Are they having issues with productivity? Are they trying to sell POE lighting to their customers and could use some help? Are they struggling with contracts and whether the organization or the negotiation? We've got lots of different topics there. So I really think that no matter where they are, we can really treat the NECA convention as a one-stop shop for education for everyone who can attend, whether it's the executives or their project managers or those apprentices who are coming in for activities over the course of the convention.
It's for absolutely everyone at every level. And what I love is every year the education always evolves. It's not the same topics we've been doing for the last 5 years. It's truly listening to and understanding what matters most to the industry, the issues that they're grappling with today. But I've got to ask, Stephanie, I mean, is so much education. One of the challenges is choosing what to go to. Isn't it really important that our delegates, that they plan ahead, that they really take time to look at the agenda so that they prioritize their time?
Definitely, and that they strategize with others in their company. It's definitely very common where you see a group of 5 guys saying, okay, I'm going to go to this one, you're going to go to that one, you're going to go to that one, and they're meet and talk later as to what sessions they went to, what they've learned, and how they can bring things back to their company. Because you really need that group of people from your company to be able to hit all of those sessions. In the morning, we have 10 or 11 concurrent education sessions to choose from. So every company really needs to be sending 10 or 11 people to make sure they're hitting all the important topics.
Don't miss a single part. And of course, Stephanie mentioned our apprentices there. They are truly the lifeblood, the oxygen, and the central organs of the future of the industry. And I know Apprentice Day is always really popular. Are we still having that at Philly?
You better believe it, David. 5 years ago, we had the largest Apprentice Day we've ever had. This year, we're going to have a ton. I'm working with all the different chapters, local, or bringing in busloads full of apprentice. It's a Milwaukee Tool for sponsoring that. And we are able to gather a very large crowd. We're going to have a great program with our keynote speaker this year will be Patrick J. Murphy. And he was an Iraq war veteran or is an Iraq war veteran, and he also was in Congress. So he's going to speak on leadership, and we're really looking forward to hearing from him. And then, of course, David Long and Jenny Cooper will be doing a town hall meeting. And then once that is over, the apprentices will be able to go on to the trade show floor for the remainder of the day to see all of the great education that Stephanie mentioned and all the exhibitors the Showstopper Showcase, and they can take advantage of the whole show floor until it closes on Sunday at 4 o'clock that afternoon. And they'll also have a chance to get back our silent auction area. I didn't mention it earlier, but our silent auction is a wonderful way to see items that you can bid on, and the money proceeds goes to our Adopt a School program. And this year, our Adopt a School program is the Mercy School. It's a vocational school in Philadelphia, and we're just really working really well with Pendle Jersey chapter and getting a lot of donations from our exhibitors to come in and donate products to the school. And also the monies we raise from the silent auction sponsored by 3M will be all go toward the school to help that school to be able to bring in more students every year.
Amazing. Look, it is so exciting to see that we're not just making, a donation. We're actually truly helping build that school for the future. So I know that we'll keep all of our members updated on the impact that they've made. And of course, Pete, Beth has mentioned the great speaker that we have coming for apprentices. But the plenary speakers every year at NECA continue to be some of the leading lights and voices that are there to inspire, to educate, and from time to time even entertain on the main stage. Who can we be excited to hear from?
Yeah, David, we've got just an amazing lineup of keynote speakers set up for our general sessions this year, beginning on Saturday, September 30th. Former Villanova basketball coach Jay Wright retired in 2022 after 21 years as a head coach of Villanova and 14 trips to the NCAA tournament. What an icon in the coaching world. He will share his stories of leadership and perseverance. Surely will motivate. Then no event in Philadelphia would be complete without hearing from an absolute rock star in Philadelphia. Our Sunday general session will feature Dr. J. Julius Irving will be our keynote speaker for Sunday, one of only 3 players in NBA history to score a total of over 30,000 career points in professional play. In 1994, Dr. J was named by Sports Illustrated as one of the 40 most important athletes of all time, and we are lucky and blessed to be able to have him. Eloquent speaker. I think our attendees and guests will be absolutely blown away by a presentation from the one and only Dr. J. And then finally, to close us out, on Monday afternoon, I think, Beth, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that starts around 1 o'clock, 1:15. Our closing general session, our keynote speaker there would be world champion Eco Challenge adventure racer, 20-plus year veteran of San Diego Fire Department, Guinness World Record kayaker. I mean, her accolades, David, go on and on. Best-selling author Robin Benacasa. And she will inspire you to grab life with one hand and your teammates with the other. She is just an amazing speaker, super high energy, and I think our members are going to get a ton out of hearing from Robin Benacasa. So I am really excited about the talent that we've lined up for our NECA members and our NECA stakeholders for this year's convention.
Oh, it is going to be one to remember. No, I don't know how you manage to do this every year, to get these individuals who are coming from all across the world, from every discipline, to not only spend time with us, but to share their story. And all of our plenary speakers, because the NECA audience is so warm, our plenary speakers are always so open. They tell us things that they don't say anywhere else in the world. So I know that we are in for a treat, absolutely. And of course, Stephanie, I know there's been pre-convention workshops have been really popular in the past, and the breaking news is that we are bringing them back, of course. So how are they different to what happens at the rest of the convention, Stephanie? Because they are a different beast, aren't they?
They are. They're before everything starts. They get us kind of kicked off on Thursday and Friday before the real convention starts Friday night with the opening reception. And they're really a great opportunity to provide an in-depth education. The convention, there's so much going on. You're pulled in so many different directions with the trade show, the application sessions, and the social events, and just being everywhere across the city, that this is really a time to focus in on education. And so we're doing 12 pre-convention workshops for individuals in those 2 days, ranging in duration. And we're just very excited to bring those. It's programs from leadership to financials to NEC changes, just kind of highlighting everything across the board. But there's 4 special programs I want to talk about this. And the first one is suicide prevention. And we know that mental health is just, it's a catastrophe across the entire world, but especially in the construction industry. The suicide rates are just abysmal. And we're so happy that the NLMCC is sponsoring this Train the Trainer on Mental Health and Suicide Prevention. This program is designed to train individuals, be it foremen, safety directors, HR, stewards, JTC training directors, and others to deliver training locally to help make people aware of this issue and how they can individually help. So we're very proud to be bringing this program to Philadelphia, and thank the NLMCC for their support in doing that. In addition to that, Train the Trainer, we're hosting a different one on a very different topic. We're very excited to be rolling out NECA's new field leadership training program this fall and being a Train the Trainer for that program. So it's a 1-day foreman training that we'll be able to have hosted around the country. And we think that NECA chapters or members who are interested in delivering our 1-day foreman training course should definitely make time to attend this pre-convention workshop. We're also doing an electrical contractor essentials 2-day program that talks about legal and insurance and productivity and material management, all those topics that are really essential to new contractors. And finally, last but not least, the program we're very excited about is we're partnering with NAEB to do an electric vehicle symposium, the pre-convention workshop. So we definitely encourage contractors and manufacturers who are interested in this topic to attend, because EV isn't going anywhere, and it's just become a huge opportunity for our members to really flourish in this new space. We're very excited for all of these different workshops and members be able to attend these programs that they may not be able to participate in locally, or they may not have time to, but they can really make the most of their time in Philadelphia at the convention.
The pre-convention workshops have just been a huge success. It's that opportunity to take your breath, take your time, and truly invest in yourself and in your future. Well, I know our audience is excited, but one last question for each of you. What are you most excited about as we head towards... I mean, it's 5 minutes away. We need everyone to make sure that you get registered. You all know that this is the #1 event in the industry. You all know it is unmissable, and you all know that you want to be there. But Pete, tell me why you're most excited about hitting the road and joining us all in Philly.
Well, you know, it's always great to make new friends and see some old ones. And our national convention is probably the best opportunity for us to connect. I mean, I couldn't be more pleased with the planning that we're doing with Jeff and Kenny and Robbie and the whole team at the Pendle Jersey chapter of NECA. They've been incredibly helpful and instrumental in the success of this. We're working closely with folks at Local 98 of the IEW and the training director there as well. So it's just going to be great to get back together and see some of our old friends from around the country today.
Absolutely. Beth, you're always such a busy bee as we head towards convention, and you're even more, if it is imaginable, busy during the days yourself. What's the thing that you look forward to most every year?
You know, I think just being on that show floor and being so energized and seeing everybody come together. I mean, from every coast and all the exhibitors, spreading out their wares and seeing our premier partners and our ambassadors, our affiliates all coming together and just putting on the best show. I mean, this is such a great opportunity for our contractors, our members, to be able to come experience the one and only NECA show, because this one you don't want to miss, because it's not going to disappoint in any way. It's going to be the biggest, as I said, the biggest one we've ever had. So I'm really excited to see it all come together and we put it into action.
Absolutely. And how about you, Stephanie, then? There must always be, I mean, I truly don't know how your brain works, Stephanie. Over 80 sessions, all happening. How does this work? I mean, there are plates spinning, there are cables connected. I don't even know how you sleep now, never mind when we're there.
It's like Tetris, it really is. But I'm fortunate to have a really great team, and the pieces fall into place. I can't say it's easy, but it definitely is worth it. I think when you sit in a class or you see people exit in class and they're talking about what they've learned, how they can apply it, and how it works in their life, it's really a great moment to know all of that work really has made a difference in their lives and their careers. And I will say one thing that's not related to education is that's not lying, everyone, when she says this is the biggest show. The show floor is bigger than it's ever been before, which means work in your walking shoes now, because we walked that floor a couple months ago, and it is large, guys. Just want to make sure everyone recognizes this.
Stephanie, I would suggest to start pumping up right now. I've been walking every morning, like 4 to 5 miles a morning, just to prepare to walk all those miles on the trade show floor. We added a whole new hall just to accommodate all these exhibitors. So it's a big show.
That will be incredible. Well, the moment that I get there, I'll be tuning in my Apple Maps, my Google Maps, to make sure that I can always find and locate the Songbird Cafe. Not sure why, it always tends to be one of my favorite spots on the floor. But look, thanks to all three of you, to Pete, to Beth, to Stephanie. I am so excited to see you all in the flesh. Thank you for joining us here on NECA Live, and I'm sure I'll connect with you all again soon. And of course, to all of you out there, remember, this is the show that is not to be missed. NECA Philly 2023, including all of the exciting things that we talked about here. There's so much more that we couldn't cover. So make sure that you visit necaconvention.org to find out all of the details so that you can join us in the city of brotherly love. If you have not registered, then right now do not hesitate. You know that this is the biggest reunion in the electrical contracting industry, and believe me, we're going to have so much more to share in the coming weeks as we get closer to the event. So make sure that you're keeping a close eye on all of our social media accounts. So go ahead and register now, and I will see you there in Philly. Take care, everyone.